Welcome to Haze on the Range. We back with another video, y'all. So, a couple of weekends ago, I don't know if this was last week, I don't even know what day it is anymore. I had a day off. I wanted to shoot in a competition. It was no IDPA or USPSA matches available, so I decided to try a steel challenge. Because they say it's pretty simple. It's a good way to get started in your competition journey. The commands are the same, but you don't have to do any running around. And it's pretty simple. So I went and joined one. It happened to be a classifier day. So for those of you who don't know, when you compete, they give you a ranking. It's from D, C, B, A, Master, Grandmaster. And so you shoot a classifier, then whatever you score, it'll give you a letter to go with yours. Long story short, I'm a C-class shooter. This was my first steel challenge, so I guess I'm pretty okay with that. Like the range officer we had, he was like, I started at D and worked my way up. He's like, so at least you starting off at C. So I did feel pretty good about that. I didn't plan on taking steel challenges that serious, but now since they gave me a C, I gotta at least get to a B. But anyway, so you steel challenges, you get to run. We had, I think, 6 stages. I'm not going to show all of them. I'm probably going to show like 3 or 4. And you run them each stage 5 times, and they get rid of your slowest score, and then they average it. And then that's how it's scored. It's usually 5 targets. They range from a 10-inch plate, 12-inch plate, and then like a big 12 by, is it 12 by 28? Or it's like an 18 by 28. It's a very large one, kind of like the yellow ones I got out back. And one of them is painted red because that's the stop one. So you have to shoot the other 4 and then hit the red one to stop, and they record your time. I did take the Smith & Wesson steel frame M&P out for this competition. And let's get started on the first one.
Shooter ready. Stand by.
That was the first stage. It was pretty fun. It was a stage I did the best on. It was pretty interesting too. It was like 60 people that showed up to this this competition, this steel challenge, and majority of them was using 22s. Like they had 22 rifles. Somebody in my group had a Ruger 1022, like a Smith & Wesson FPC, the folding 22. So their times was a whole lot faster with the 22. It was only 7 of us in carry optics, which is pretty interesting. But yeah, it was fun. You had to start off with your hands above your shoulders. So the guy gave me pointers after this. He was like, try to hold, he's like, they don't have to be all the way up here. Hold it as low as you can so you can get closer. And when I was doing my draw, for some reason I kept looking down while I was drawing. And he told me about that. Everybody was super cool. And he was like, yeah, don't look down when you draw. He was like, at least practice after this one. This is your first time, so it's whatever. Just practice on drawing without looking. I don't know why I was looking down. Most of the time I don't look down, but I guess it was like first game jitters or whatever. So we're going to get into the second one.
Got it?
Oh, it's all the way in the bottom of my pocket.
Shooter ready. Stand by.
Oh my. It was great. Okay, so that stage was called the pendulum. Those targets were about 18 or 20 yards away, and then they had the stop target that was like 12 yards away. I think I finished in 6th on this one out of my division. It wasn't that great. Let me tell you, shooting a 10-inch or a 12-inch plate at 20 yards, trying to do it fast, is a little tough. But we're going to keep getting better, y'all. The next one was probably my favorite one. This one was up close and personal. I forgot the name of this, but it's like 100-yard speed bay. I don't know why they say that, 100 yards, what that has to do with anything. But it's 4 big targets and then 1 stop plate at like 12 yards. The 4 targets is like 7 and 10, and you got the stop plate at 12. So this is one where you're supposed to zoom through here. But I think it's almost set up so easy to where you think you can zoom, you can go faster than you really can, or well, faster than I really could. But this one was a whole lot of fun.
Shooter ready. Stand by.
Oh no! Oh,
You never miss once.
thank you.
Nice and clear. Holster.
See, I'm always a C. That's just who I am.
You know what? I started as a D and worked my way up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, that one was called Smoke and Hope, because you just kind of, actually on the first target to the left, I ain't gonna say I point shoot it, but I kind of point shoot it. And then the rest, as soon as I saw any portion of my dot, I just pulled the trigger. And then you see how it is. I get to the 12-yard, that last run was gonna be pretty good. I got to the 12-yard trying to rush it like I was shooting the big targets and missed. And you don't miss once. You miss twice, 3 times, and then just kind of messed up my score. But it wasn't bad. And I'm actually gonna put the final one in here too. Okay, y'all, so the next one and the last one, this is one where you actually had to move. This was the only stage we had to move. You had to hit the 3 targets on the left and then go to the right and hit the 3 targets. But it wasn't nothing crazy. That's why steel challenges are pretty good for your first time. Let's take a look.
Shooter ready. Stand by.
All right, y'all, so for the conclusion, it was kind of fun. I didn't plan on taking steel challenges too serious. Like, that was just gonna be like something I do if nothing else was available. But since I ended up going on a classifier day and now I'm a C class, they gave me a rank. I don't like to be a C. I gotta at least be a B in this. So I might take it a little serious and set up some stages out back. And that M&P, while we talking about this, it shot well. I had no malfunctions. It came with an extra 5 magazines, which was very convenient. The only thing is, I'm probably not going to use that in the competition until I get the Apex trigger in there. And so I'm going to work on that and try to get that put in there. But it was a lot of fun. I highly recommend, if you kind of like, ooh, I don't know if I want to start, well, I want to start a competition, but I'm waiting on a perfect timing, just do a steel challenge. It's simple. Everybody was super friendly. You just let them know it's your first time there, and they give you pointers and look out for you. Like, one of the guys was trying to tell me on one of the stages, like, if you go, some people like to go left to right, but then when you go back to the middle for the stop plate, it's a decent gap in between, so it's best to go left, right, far right, then work your way in, and that makes it, so like they give you pointers on little things like that. But I do have a few things to work on, like I'm gonna work on my draw for sure, and just transitions. So we're gonna work on that. But it was fun, and I'm gonna do it again. Y'all take it easy. Peace.